It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. We're here in Shanghai. We start a lap here at Shanghai with the long, difficult right-handers of turns 1 and 2, the first of 16 corners that make up this 3.3-mile circuit. The incredibly long back straight provides the best passing opportunity of the lap, with speeds in excess of 200 miles per hour before the braking zone of turn 14. With me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Let me ask you about Racing Point. We have a number of changes to the aerodynamic regulations this year, and the signs haven't looked good for them so far in terms of getting to grips with those changes.
There are a few downcast looks within the team this weekend. I think they've been hit fairly hard by the new regs. But this is only the first step down a long road of development, and even if they don't maximise their points today, there are plenty more up for grabs this season.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Perez, Weber, Max Verstappen and Albon, Magnussen, Bottas, Butler and Lee, Sainz, Norris, Kimi Raikkonen and Vettel, Russell, Gasly, Nico Hülkenberg and Daniel Kvyat. Stroll and Romain Grosjean sits at the back of the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track. That's it for another Grand Prix and a fantastic win for Mercedes. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
Well, tyre management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes. So, let's review the drivers' standings. Charles Leclerc's points today take him to the top of the championship standings. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to say Sebastian Vettel certainly caught my eye during today's race. Incredible driving.
Let's move on to the constructors. The current championship leaders still hold top spot, but that gap is getting smaller. There was also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today as they make their way up the standings. It's
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. It was more like dodgems than Formula. Your team must be ecstatic with how you're performing. Well, thanks anyway.
Great work. That's exactly the kind of result I'm looking for. Keep it up. Looks like one of your rivals is also going to an upcoming historical event. If you choose to take him on, it might help get your name out there a bit.